Well, hero chat. Oh, glory to our communist overlords. Let me just say, I want to earn some good boy points. I love China. Oh, it's fantastic. There's nothing that China does that bothers me. Is my social credit score going up? Is that working? I hope so. I wouldn't be I wouldn't I wouldn't want to offend the people in charge of all my entertainment. That would be terrible. He does look like Winnie the Pooh, doesn't he? That side by side comparison. Is there a striking resemblance? I think there is. Oh, what's that, Dr. Peterson? You wanted to say something? Oh, something not related to China, but you just wanted to join the stream for the fun of it? Okay. Uh, Unexpected guest, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Jordan Peterson, fresh out of rehab. Got over that pill issue, put down that cocaine's come to join us and spread the good news. What's up, Mr. Pete? Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Listen to me. Dr. Peterson, what's going on?
Milky, milky, warm and tasty. Mommy, milky, please be hasty. Refreshing drink from mommy's udders. I want mommy's and no others. Give it, give it, give it now.
Truly words to live by. I think we can all agree to that. I mean, that's just basic sound life advice. How could you deny that? Oh wow, there's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of political stuff. I don't know, am I okay to talk about it? Are we allowed to? If I talk about Hong Kong or Tibet or any of those sore points or even mention Winnie the Pooh, I might be banned in China like everybody else is. Oh, I've watched this develop over the last 2 days. All this ridiculous, crazy shit. And I had to do a stream on it. It was either that or a video, and I figured, I like my super berries. I'll do a stream. Blizzard, what the fuck are you doing? Now, I know, there's a lot of political history to what's going on here. I'm not really going to talk about it. I'm not here to talk about Hong Kong and the freedom movement taking place in it. Not going to talk about the just all that big brow, high intellect stuff. I'll leave that to the pundits. Okay, I'm just a dumb fucking American. I don't understand any of that until you fuck with my video, and then I've got some hot takes. I've got some hot opinions. Shoot some chicks in the eye, China. I don't care. But if you fuck with my video games, suddenly I'm paying attention. I've got. Let me pull up. Oh, where is it? I've got a whole nice little selection set out here of Zinny the Pooh. Let's see, what do we got here? Oh, there's May. She's our little freedom fighter. Look at her. Fuck the system. She's not taking shit from anybody. Our girl's not taking a goddamn ounce of crap. And let's look at our glorious leader. Clearly a bastion of moral, upright behavior. Unless he's in leather outfits marching in pride parades. Now, I'm not saying that's really him. This could be an elaborate deep fake. Or he could like to take dick really deep. Your choice, deep fake or deep dicked. I don't know which one to go with on this, but he looks awfully sexy in that leather. Out and about, nice and proud, march out of that closet. It's 2019. China can handle it. Oh, that is a fantastic picture. I'm liking the nips. The nips are a nice touch for the glorious leader of the glorious Republic of China. Got those nips sitting out there. Nice tight leather pants. Sexy. Now, if I were to post that on the Chinese internet, I'd probably be black bagged and beaten to death. They'd be thrown in a ditch next to the motherfucker talking about Winnie the Pooh. Not allowable. Oh, do I have some more? I think I've got more of this stuff. Let me take some of this down. We've got so many pictures. There's Zinny the Pooh. Oh, poor May got shot in the eye by the fucking police. Can't let her have her freedom. Got to blow that eye off with a nice beanbag round. Teach that bitch a lesson. Well, for those unaware, recently some things happened in the video game world that sort of, I guess, I don't even know how to put it. I mean, it's been a weird week because a lot of things have all happened simultaneously to really help highlight something that's going on in regards to American businesses working with or in China. Everything from the NBA to ESPN to South Park to Blizzard, Activision, and it's all happened in a very short span of time. So Let's take a look and see what's going on. This is some shenanigans happening. Get that out of the way here. So it all started. All the hubbub started with a banning. A Hearthstone player banned for supporting Hong Kong protests during a live stream. He must have said some outrageous things. Clearly, this man is a loose cannon. What horrible speech did he say live on the air during this interview? You know, aside from the 2 sentences, liberate Hong Kong, revolution for our age. Let's see if we can pull that clip up.
然后你随时可以开始，头先低下来。
光复香港，时代革命。
Now, as you can imagine, that probably pissed the Chinese off. But luckily, he's playing Hearthstone. And Blizzard Activision, that's an American company, so they're not going to care. They're not going to care if somebody goes out there and says something political, if they're talking about some world event or a political thing that's taking place. He's not using any racist or sexist language. I know Blizzard's really into that. If you play Overwatch and you sneeze at somebody wrong, you're going to get banned. If you say something naughty on social media, you're going to get banned. But our fine Hearthstone champion here didn't really say any of that, didn't really do any of that. It's just a little bit of an opinion of his. Maybe a little bit of a shit post in real life, having a little fun on the stream. Clearly, Blizzard's not going to have an issue with that. There's going to be no gripe with that. Oh, wait, no, they're going to completely fuck him in his ass. Upon further review, we found the action has violated the 2019 Hearthstone Grandmasters official competition rules, Section 6.10, and is individual behavior which does not represent Blizzard or Hearthstone esports. What a very bizarre clause to have in your esports contract. Don't mention Hong Kong. Maybe that's a little too specific. What's it say exactly? Engaging in any act that in Blizzard's sole discretion brings you into public disrepute, offends a portion or a group of the public, or otherwise damages Blizzard's image, will result in a removal from Grandmasters and reduction of the player's prize total to $0, in addition to other remedies, which may be provided for under the handbook and Blizzard's website terms. Grandmasters is the highest tier of Hearthstone esports. Oh boy, big leagues! And we take tournament rule violations very seriously. After an investigation, we are taking the necessary actions to prevent similar incidents from happening in the future. How dare you? How dare you, sir? Talk about democracy and freedom. We're fucking Blizzard. Get on your knees and suck some cock. Oh, that's not communist friendly enough. You see little Zinny the Pooh over there? He's crying. You hurt his fucking feelings. Grab a jar of honey. You go give him a nice knobber. Give him some of that delicious honey, and you say, I'm sorry for saying democracy is good. Effective immediately. This player is removed from the Grandmasters and will receive no fucking prize money. Additionally, they're ineligible to participate in Hearthstone esports for 12 fucking months, beginning from October 5th and extending to October 5th of next year. We will also immediately cease working with both casters. Blizzard got so ass mad about this. They're such giant pussies that they didn't just go after the guy that said it. They went after the 2 dudes interviewing him. The 2 casters that were talking to him during a conversation, they got in trouble too. So it's not just our esports champ who lost all the fucking money he earned, lost his ability to compete, lost his championship, and was banned for a year. But the 2 people that happen to be sitting in that same conversation with him have been banned and barred from doing business with Blizzard from this point forward. We'd like to re-emphasize tournament and player conduct within the Hearthstone esports community from both players and talent, while we stand by one's right to express individual thoughts and opinions. Players and other participants that elect to participate in our esports competition must abide by the official competition rules. That is perhaps some of the saddest, most pathetic shit I've ever seen. And when you look at it in the broad context of things, of other things that have been going on this week, you'll see how fucking pathetic it is. It's ridiculous. They go after the player because he said, what did he say again? Let's quote it verbatim. Let's see the big bad words that brought Blizzard into disrepute. Liberate Hong Kong, revolution for our age. Or I'm sorry, revolution of our age. Terrible. Fucking terrible. How could he say that? And everybody in the room that heard him say it, you're gone too. Get the fuck out of here. No more business with you. You've been put on the bad boy list. That's where you belong. Now you might be wondering, what would the motivator be for Blizzard Activision to behave like this? Why would they have such an immediate reaction? I mean, we've already heard that a large Chinese company, Tencent, owns a portion of stock in Blizzard Activision. Well, that's 5%. Exactly. 5%. 95% of the fucking stock is owned by outside interests. So there must be a little bit more to it. Well, if you look at their quarterly earning reports, it mentions, of course, that Tencent owns 5% of a stake in Blizzard. But the more interesting bit, the company earns 12% of its revenue from the Asia-Pacific region last quarter. So Blizzard, just to be really clear on this, Blizzard got so fucking freaked out by somebody saying free Hong Kong. They were worried that 12% of their revenue was going to disappear. And they fucking shit-canned him and went after the casters. That is some basic bitch shit on the part of this fucking company. Shameful. Shameful that an American company would behave like that. That they would bend the knee to another nation. Because let's be honest here. China can't take a joke. They get really fucked up when you make fun of them or when you say political statements they don't like. They purge their internet on a regular basis. When you've read stories in the news over the last few years talking about the social credit system, I mean, they want to tie everything into government approval. If you shitpost too hard on Weibo or whatever the fucking social media apps over there are, you're going to get knocked down. It's like a credit score. How we treat finances over here is how they treat public face and social credibility over there. You can't step out of line. Now, if China wants to run itself that way, fine. But Blizzard Activision is not a Chinese company. Blizzard Activision is not based in fucking Shanghai. Blizzard Activision is over here. And they didn't just, double down on it or triple down on it. They've gone balls deep. They've gone all out on this shit. So they banned the guy. They banned the guy and they stopped doing business with the two casters that were in the room. Ridiculous enough on its own. I mean, where does that end? What do you think's going to happen when BlizzCon rolls around? What is that? That's the end of this month, right? The end of October, the first couple of days of November? What do you think's going to happen if anybody dares to get up and ask a question about any of this? What do you think's going to happen if anybody wears a political statement on a t-shirt going into BlizzCon? They're going to get ousted. I mean, they may as well just update their fucking terms. Let's do this. Anyone wearing a Winnie the Pooh outfit will be prohibited from attending this year's BlizzCon. Those caught wearing will be asked to change outfits or leave the event. It was embarrassing enough when somebody asked them if it was an early April Fool's Day joke when it came to Diablo Mobile. But if you think they're going to let anybody get onto a mic and say anything about Hong Kong, about Tibet, about their behavior, about banning people in Hearthstone, about disassociating with two interviewers who let somebody make a free fucking statement, it's not going to happen. Now, I don't know what the reaction's going to be. I know there's been a lot of people talking about a boycott. There's been a lot of people talking about deleting their accounts, doing something, because they can't stomach how Blizzard behaved in this instance. I don't know if that means they're going to go to BlizzCon dressed as fucking Winnie the Pooh, waving a Tibetan flag with an eye patch over their fucking eye. More power to you. Make sure to live stream it. They're going to throw you out. You may as well get a little bit of press out of it. Make them really fucking uncomfortable when they haul your ass to the door. Update those cards. Gotta update those cards. Make sure they're relevant. The next expansion pack. I don't play Hearthstone, so I don't know how the fucking game's played. But people have been enjoying themselves making these stupid fucking gimmick cards to represent the retarded shit that's going on in this game. I mean, if we reach the point, and I can't believe I'm going to fucking say this. I can't believe I'm going to use the term competitive esports. But if we reach the point, what are they expecting? It's a fucking video game. Hey, you know what? If you're good at a video game and you go in and you win a video game tournament or you're the top of the list after a season, congrats. You played the fucking game and you played it well. But not anymore. And we've gone so far past the ridiculous censorship and PC crap that we're used to. You know, before it was the super, ultra, almost liberal perspective of you can't say anything that's going to hurt somebody's feelings. Fine. We've all adjusted to it. You can't spam naughty things in voice chat anymore. You can't have fun typing shit. You can't troll anymore. You're prohibited from doing any of that shit. But now it's reached the point where if you open your mouth to talk about anything, you need to check with the fucking corporation first to make sure they give you the okay. Basically, by Blizzard doing what it's done, it's not taking a neutral stance. It's telling you that it doesn't want to free Hong Kong. It's made its political statement. By you opening your mouth and saying that, and getting banned and fucked and having your money stolen, Blizzard is telling you they don't want to free Hong Kong. So, you know, the next time you have an interesting idea about a political, topic that you want to raise during an interview, you better give Blizzard a fucking call. You better give them a call on the phone and you better ask them ahead of time. Hey, is it okay if I say this? What's the corporate stance on this? What am I allowed to talk about? What am I allowed to say? What does Blizzard Activision itself think about this particular topic? Can I like President Trump or do I need to hate him? What's your take on that? Can I talk about Hong Kong or Tibet or am I not allowed to do that? Can we talk about any of those mass shootings? That's probably not allowed, regardless of my take on it. Fucking ridiculous. But that's the part we find ourselves. That's where we are now. Now, to be fair, not every Blizzard employee apparently has taken this well. They've started their own little form of protest. You know, all these companies love to talk about how they're all for free speech and expression. They want you to be you. Isn't that interesting? We've reached a point in society where you can put on a dress and call yourself a gender fluid, twin-spaced, headed dragon otherkin, and every corporation on the block will fucking applaud it. You're just expressing yourself. We don't want to repress that. We want you to express yourself. But if you say free Hong Kong, we're going to launch your ass over the wall with a catapult. Now put your dress back on, take your estrogen pills. That's the kind of freedom we want for you, but no political takes. Don't you dare talk about a democracy movement or what's going on with the people over there or the conflicts with the police that they're having or the violence that's being enacted upon them. Don't bring up 5 pillars. Don't bring up any of that. You're not allowed to. Nonetheless, some Blizzard employees, not liking the direction this has gone in, have decided, you know what, fuck it. We're going to walk out. We're just going to, fuck it. YOLO. You only live once. What are you going to do? And so this was reported today. Apparently yesterday, Blizzard employees walked out of work over the company's decision to ban pro-Hong Kong professional Hearthstone players. They held an all-day protest at the orc statue in the center of the company's Irvine campus. I want you to imagine that. I want you to imagine all those Blizzard employees walking out of the job because they're so fucking disgusted with their boss's bullshit and gathering at the orc statue to stage their own revolution. Give you a little idea of what that probably looked like. This is the closest representation of it I could find. Now, I don't know what's going to happen to those employees. They're probably going to get shit canned. They're probably going to get fired, or they're going to get demoted, or they're going to have pay cuts, or they're going to get shit assignments. The company will send a message to them. They'll find a way to send a message to them. You're not allowed to step out of line. We don't let anybody step out of line. Fuck you. But it's not just employees that are having an issue with this. Like I talked about, there are gamers, rise up gamers. There are gamers out there that want to do a boycott, that want to go beyond a boycott. They want to delete their fucking account. They want to walk away. Now, it's not a large majority. I'm not going to overrepresent it. I'm not going to say, oh my God, billions of people are leaving. Of course not. But there are some angry people. And some of those angry people don't want anything to do with this company anymore. Well, tough shit for you. We're not going to allow that. You're not allowed to leave. I hate to explain this to you, but you can't go. I've been watching this develop over the last 48 hours. So now Blizzard has disabled all 4 authentication methods to actively stop people from deleting their accounts. This is beyond disgusting. Spread awareness of this. Now, I can't personally vouch for this, but I have seen multiple people talking about it over the last few days, saying at first that Blizzard was asking for weird criteria to delete your account. Other people saying that when they tried to do it, they got an error message. And now people saying, hey, you're completely fucked. We're not going to let you delete your goddamn account. No. You're going to sit there and you're going to fucking like it. You're going to like it. I want you to look Zinni the Pooh in the eyes and say thank you. Thank you for not letting me delete my fucking account, communist Chinese overlords. I don't know what I was thinking. But at the very least, at the very fucking least, their new launcher matches the aesthetic. I mean, I think. Bravo, let's give a round of applause. Well done, Blizzard. That launcher, perfect. When I think BattleNet, that's what I think now. And I know. When I posted this picture, people were like, oh my God, Epic. Chip, come on. Epic Games. What are you doing? They're more owned by the Chinese than Blizzard is. What the fuck? Disgusting. You should make them a communist flag too. Well, funny enough, Tencent owns, again, 5% of Activision Blizzard. Remember that. Epic, on the other hand, there's a 40% stake in the company by Tencent. So there's 8 times more of a reason for Epic to get on its knees and suck some Chinese dick. And yet, what is Epic saying in the press right now? No. Unlike Blizzard, Epic Games says it won't ban players for political speech. Get fucked. The subtitle, Woke Fortnite. Of all the shameful shit, Blizzard, Epic, the guys that Tencent has 8 times more of a stake in are saying they won't do what you did. You fucking little bitches. You can even read, Sweeney was talking about this. So if Tfue said, free Hong Kong in a post-game interview, you wouldn't do anything. Tim Sweeney replies, exactly. They would not intervene. If one of their players or if somebody in one of their games says something after a tournament or in an interview, when they have a political take, he's saying, we're not going to do anything. We're not going to sanction them. They're allowed to do it. Goes on further to elaborate. I thought your company had a majority investor from the Chinese. Surely it would just end up in a similar situation. Investor pulls out, big chunk of cash flow. It's not the right decision to make, but I'm sure it puts any company on the edge. Tim's response. Epic is a U.S. company, and I'm the controlling shareholder. Tencent is an approximately 40% shareholder, and there are many other shareholders, including employees and investors. 40% is a big cut, though. They've already apparently pulling out of the NBA league. Can you honestly say if a similar event happened to you, you wouldn't sever ties with the said influential figure, i.e. the NBA coach or the Hearthstone champion? This is Tim Sweeney again. This is today. Absolutely. That will never happen on my watch as the founder, CEO, and controlling shareholder of the company. Epic Games. They could be talking out of their ass. It could be complete bullshit on the part of Tim, on the part of Epic. And yet even making this kind of statement in a tweet on a public social media account is enough to offend the Chinese that there would be repercussions for what he's just said here. And I'll explain that a little bit when we get to some of the other stuff that's going on. But fucking Tim and fucking Epic are basically making Blizzard look like a bitch. That's why, at least right now, with all the shit Epic Games does, with all their bullshit exclusivity and the crap they've been doing with the money hatting, at least they don't have a fucking commie flag for their icon, for their launcher icon. Of all the shit. Oh, and before you wonder, hey, what's EA up to? Well, aside from making terrible games and charging you microtransactions out of your ass, apparently Apparently, certain things aren't allowed over at EA either. If you want to create an EA account with the name Free Tibet, get fucked. It's prohibited. You're not going to be allowed to make an account with that name. I took it a little step further. Blizzard will ban you for political speech. EA won't even let you on the fucking service with political speech. Now, when I started talking about this, I said the Chinese can't take a joke. They're giant pussies. They don't like it. They don't like banter. I don't think they're used to banter in this regards. And you can see that based on some of the reactions that are circulating around. Here's one screen cap that's been passed around quite a bit. This is them speaking about people's reaction to the banning in Hearthstone and people's reaction to talking about Hong Kong or Tibet or anything. The translation's on the right-hand side. This is from one of their social media services. If they support Hong Kong, then it's only fair for me to support 9/11. Oh, sick burn, baby. Sick burn. Supporting freedom of speech, huh? Then I support the independence of California. I don't know if that's a threat. I support that too. I think I agree with the Chinese. Let's get rid of California. Let it be its own independent country. You can see how well it's handling its power situation right now with a 5-day long, or an upcoming 5-day long, rolling brownout. With 800,000 people affected, fuck it, let California have its independence. And then finally, 9/11 should be a wonderful day for the U.S. since they're all about freedom of speech. Oh, you got us. You got us. The interesting thing, and I don't know if these Chinese posters would be aware of this in regards to this, but you can go on social media, talk about 9/11. You're not going to get shit kicked off of it. Now, if you use some certain language to talk about the people flying the planes, maybe, but not for political speech, you're going to get taken down. That's probably going to be somebody offended that you use some racial things when discussing it. But even better, it's not even there are multiple examples of this. I think this is my favorite one from a multiplayer match.
I have a friend that actually
Taiwan number one.
the HK Alex Yo. The whole thing that started the whole investigation and
Taiwan number one.
And he told me about something about like 2020 when the big player was streaming. And there would be one person
Taiwan number one.
cheating and leaving the rest of the world hit too. And I think that guy just killed both of us.
Same guy.
And,
Taiwan number one. Yeah, that's me. Yeah. Taiwan number one. Fuck you.
Taiwan number 2, Chinese number 1, fuck you.
China number 4.
I'm looking at angry.
Japan number 2. Taiwan number 1.
Oh my god, Chinese number 1, USA number 2, Russia number 2, USA number 8, okay? Taiwan number 3, fuck you, baby.
Taiwan number 1. This makes me want to go, well, I couldn't do it on a Blizzard Activision game, obviously, but thank God for Steam and Epic. I want to go into multiplayer games and just start using that. Taiwan number 1, Hong Kong number 2, China number nothing. It gets so fucking ass mad. It's great. Now, a lot of this has to do with Tencent. And we'll talk about this, but it even goes beyond that. But just Tencent, to give people an idea of how big this company is and how much influence it has over an entire industry, multiple industries, actually. You can read from their Wikipedia article. Listen to how insane this is. In March of 2018, Tencent acquired a 5% stake in Ubisoft from Vivendi. In May of 2018, it acquired a majority stake in the New Zealand-based Grinding Gear Games, the developers of the Path of Exile. As of March 2018, Tencent is the largest video game company in the world. It wholly or partially owns game companies, Grinding Gear Games, 80% of it, Miniclip, an undisclosed majority stake. They own 100% of Riot Games. Giyu Mobile, they own 14%, Epic Games, 40%. Activision Blizzard, 5%. Ubisoft, 5%. Paradox Interactive, 5%. And Supercell, 84 fucking percent. If you want to get into the market in Asia, if you want to get into China and have access to all that potential earnings, well, one, you're going to need a contact point, and it seems like Tencent is a company that does that. They start investing in foreign companies, be they in America or Europe, start doing business with them, open some doors, and oh my God, you're making all this money. But then you get a phone call. Hey, let's not say that. Hey, let's remove this from your product. Hey, one of your champions said something we don't like. Do you like all that fucking Chinese money? Well, you'd better do what we tell you. It's an insidious corporation that's little tentacles are finding their way into other companies. The largest video game company in the fucking world. And if you think that, oh, well, the big ones will never be touched. I mean, those are all third party. Those are all third party companies. They're never going to touch Nintendo. Our boy Nintendo, it's a Japanese company. And you know the whole Nanking thing. I don't think that's going to work. Nintendo's safe, right? Nope. Nintendo and Tencent reveal Switch release plans for China. Tencent comes with risks, but could be the ideal partner for Nintendo. And that happened just 2 months ago. So now here's Nintendo entering the Chinese market. And who are they doing it with? Oh, yes. The biggest video game company in the world. The biggest video game company in the world that apparently got a company it only had 5% of an investment in to get on its knees and suck some cock. Now, I know Nintendo's been heralded lately, and it's crazy to me, but it's the truth. In regards to Sony censoring its games for sexual content and other things, Nintendo has been releasing basically uncensored versions. Not all the time. Sometimes the companies that translate some of the dialogue might fuck around with stuff, but you get some nice anime titties. But now here's Nintendo partnering up with Tencent, and who fucking knows what's going to happen? You know, when you're developing a game and you're coming out with a concept and play mechanics and character designs and a plot and a storyline, and you've got this giant Chinese market and the biggest video game company in the world that's going to open the door for you, are you going to start checking in with them? Are you going to start checking in to make sure that this character can look like this, that this plot point's allowable, that they can talk about politics in this way? And it's terrifying to me that it's not just third-party companies now that are doing business with a corporation like Tencent. It's companies that shouldn't have any need to. I don't know what the fuck's going to happen in regards to Nintendo, but it's something to watch. If you start seeing weird censorship, if stuff seems like it's happening and you can't quite place why it's taking place, it's that little fucking penguin doing it to you. Good God. What are you doing? Oh, let me put this back up. There we go. Let's get Zinny the Pooh on screen. The architect of this dysfunctional relationship between independent, free-loving countries and a country that can't take a fucking joke. South Park wasn't fibbing. Our little Zinny the Pooh there, you can't talk about that on Chinese social media. You can't talk about that on Chinese internet. Think of all the times your elected leaders have been made fun of, whether you're here in the U.S. or abroad. Think of the amount of times Donald Trump has been the ass end of a joke, or Hillary Clinton has been the ass end of a joke. Think about how much people mock Justin Trudeau, or Angela Merkel, or Macron from France. Any of these leaders, all the shit they get, all the memes and all the jokes, just day in and day out. And yet something as innocuous as calling the leader of China a Winnie the Pooh lookalike is so offensive that they have purged it from their internet. And you'll get in big trouble if you try to post those images or talk about how Pooh-like he is. And those people, that nation of hypersensitive little fucktards, they're the ones that are now heavily invested in American entertainment, European entertainment, and they're the ones that are going to be calling the shots. And who knows how far that's going to go. I mean, if they can push them a little bit, they can push them a lot. If they can get Blizzard Activision to bend the knee like that and suppress somebody saying something as basic and non-offensive as free Hong Kong, if they can discuss that, if they can suppress the discussion of that, who fucking knows what's going to come up next? You know, I remember a story, was it the remake of Red Dawn? Where it initially was going to have Chinese troops, China, as the antagonist in the remake. But Hollywood was so afraid that that would push them out of the market that they remade it to make them North Korean. Am I thinking of this right? I think they did this in a video game too. So you have to rewrite your fucking plot. You have to rewrite your script. You're not allowed to have us as an antagonist. We're not going to allow it. You need to change some things around. And these companies are so willing to do that. And again, this plays into what's been going on with South Park, what's been going on with the NBA, and just other things. I'll give you a quick rundown of how ridiculous this shit is. Oh, let me pull this down here. South Park mocked China and got censored. So they mocked China some more. Now here's how you do it. South Park made a episode where they brought up the Winnie the Pooh thing. They talked about Chinese censorship and American companies bending the knee. And I'll show you the reaction in a second. Let me show you South Park's apology. This was their apology. This is the official apology from the official account. Like the NBA, we welcome the Chinese censors into our homes and into our hearts. We too love money, more than freedom and democracy. Z doesn't look like Winnie the Pooh at all. Tune in to our 300th episode this Wednesday at 10. Long live the great Communist Party of China. May this autumn's sorghum harvest be bountiful. We good now, China? They didn't find that as funny as you might have found that. In fact, South Park has been removed entirely, as in all mentions of it on social media are gone. All video clips of it are gone. All sites that allow access to episodes are gone. The creators' social media accounts are gone. The official accounts on social media are gone. South Park doesn't exist anymore. By making a joke episode and shitting on the Chinese and their ridiculous behavior, it has been purged entirely from their internet. And it's not the first time this shit has happened. John Oliver, of all people, mocked Chinese censorship, and he as well is censored in China. If you want to, and it doesn't even have to be something where you're making fun of them directly. If they don't like your foreign policy or the way you handle your own military affairs, well, you're fucked. The surprising reason why China is blocking all South Korean music and television. China's hysteria over the U.S.-Korea missile defense deal is getting weird. I want you to imagine one day you wake up and an entire genre of something you like from an entire country has disappeared. All traces of it have been wiped out because Chinese authorities don't like a military deal you had with another nation. So because they've installed a missile defense system that the U.S. gave them to protect themselves from the fucking North Koreans, all K-pop, no more K-pop for you. You're fucked. All your K-pop shows, all your K-pop music, that's gone. So it goes far beyond just corporate censorship. It goes far beyond just investing in an area, in a nation, and then dictating terms to them. If they don't like your foreign policy, your military stances, they'll try to economically hurt you in this way. And we saw this with the NBA. This again happened just this week. Daryl Morey tweeted, "Fight for freedom, stand with Hong Kong." Again, pretty innocuous. I get the Chinese don't like it. They see it as their city, their territory. They don't like these rioters. They don't like these protesters. But this is an American saying something on American social media. That's his fucking opinion. Fight for freedom, stand with Hong Kong. But oh no, that's not allowed. Nearly all of the NBA's Chinese partners have cut ties with the league. 11 of NBA's Chinese local partners have suspended or ended their relationship with the league. Earlier this week, Tencent, again, they're not just video games, they're involved in fucking everything. Earlier this week, Tencent, Luckin Coffee, and Vivo suspended their relationships with the NBA. The relationship between the NBA and the China began eroding with the Houston Rockets general manager Darryl tweeted in support of the anti-government protests in Hong Kong. Even fucking ESPN, ESPN is scared. This is a leaked internal memo forbidding discussion of Chinese politics when discussing Chinese politics. How do you even do that? We want you to talk about it, but we don't want you to talk about it. We don't want to offend the Chinese and fuck ourselves financially somehow. So we need to suppress the story. Or if we do talk about it, we need to talk about it in a way that's permissible. So when you're talking about something related to Chinese politics and the NBA and their business relationships, don't talk about Chinese politics. It's fucking lunacy. It's all these corporations. Some of these companies are huge. Some of these organizations are huge. Billions of dollars. And they're fucking terrified to offend China because they're such sensitive little bitches about things. And that fear of losing money in a business relationship is getting these companies and these organizations to suppress free speech. Blizzard is telling you, we're not going to allow free speech. The NBA is telling people, we're not going to allow free speech. ESPN is telling people, we're not going to allow free speech. We don't give a shit if you're in a country that legally codified the idea of free speech. We want those Chinese dollary dues. Fuck you. And if you have a problem with that, we'll throw your ass in a gulag, I guess. I don't fucking know. What the fuck is going on? How did all these companies, especially a lot of these American companies, become so goddamn weak-willed when it came to sticking up for, I guess you can't say sticking up for the customer. Companies these days seems to have contempt for their customers. But this is a level beyond that. It's ridiculous to assume, when you think about it, you're playing a video game. And after you're done playing the goddamn video game that you're very good at, because you made a political statement, they're going to oust you. It's retarded. If you are in the NBA, if you work in the NBA and you make a political statement, everybody's fucked. So they're going to suppress you. When you're a news organization, I guess you're covering sports news. If you're ESPN, you can't even cover the fucking story without getting shit on. It's ludicrous. I don't know, Chad. Am I old? Am I not woke enough to the new Chinese way of things? You know, for a few years now, I've been uneasy about the idea of Tencent. But I guess I really never sat down and thought about how far beyond that it extends. It's not just video games. It's not that they're buying up vast amounts of these companies. They're investing heavily in these companies. And with that investment and the markets that investment opens up, having more of an influence on these companies, it's all forms of entertainment. It's all forms of media. Video games, movies, television, music, sports. If you step out of line, fuck your free speech. It's just very weird. It's surreal to me to see Americans bend a knee like this. And then to act like they've not done something disgusting by doing that. You know, it makes me wonder, if it had been a Blizzard employee that had said that, what would have happened? Would they fire them? If a Blizzard employee went onto Twitter right now and said, "Free Hong Kong," would Blizzard fire them? If an Activision employee went on to Twitter right now and said, "Free Hong Kong," would they be fired? What would the justification for it be? Because apparently they're not opposed to banning you and taking your money and taking your championship and taking your lucrative deal, casting their bullshit. If you're in the room with somebody that makes those statements, they're willing to fuck you over. They're not opposed to making it impossible for you as a consumer to delete your account in protest. So what about those employees? It makes me wonder what's going to happen to the people that walked out of the companies, and it makes me wonder what's going to happen to any employee that has the balls to go out publicly on social media and bring this up. And yet Blizzard Activision is trying to act like it'll just blow over. And I know that's what they're hoping for. Oh, just give it a day. Just give it a few days, and they'll forget about it. We're so totalitarian with everything else we do. What are they going to do? We've trained them to get used to Chinese censorship. And in fact, I would posit this, chat. Let me ask you this. Here's my hot take on this. Let's put our tinfoil on. Let's cue this shit up. Over the last few years, I'd say maybe the last 3 years, we've noticed an increase in censorship on the part of video game companies. Now, we attributed that to SJWs. We attributed that to liberal progressives pushing PC culture. But what if that wasn't the case? What if these companies are so cucked to the Chinese that they're just kind of paving the way? What if when a Blizzard or an Activision starts getting really authoritarian and saying things like, if you speak out of line and you're not even in our multiplayer, if you're an Overwatch player and you upload a clip of you fucking with another Overwatch player, and that other Overwatch player, they didn't even report you, but if we see it, we're going to ban you. If you say something offensive, we're going to ban you. I mean, we've been thinking it's coming from one direction, but what if it's a business decision? What if these companies have become so censorship happy and so repressive in how you express yourself in a video game simply because they want Chinese dollars? Maybe there's a communist sitting in the Activision Blizzard office telling them, no, you can't say that in Overwatch. We're not going to allow it. No. That's offensive to us. Make them remove it. I want you to ban that shit poster. How dare they do that? Oh, you want those Shanghai dollars? You'd better do what we tell you to do. I have to say it. I think the Russians were right. We fucked up, folks. The Russians were right. We should have listened. In 1969, when Nixon got a fucking phone call from Russia that quite literally said, hey, what's up, USA? It's us, the Russians. Oh, I'm sorry, the Soviet Union. Hey, I had a fun idea. Maybe we should just nuke China right now. What do you say? Let's just nuke them, Nixon. China's getting kind of uppity. And I got a bad feeling about where this is going to go. Let's nuke the shit out of them. Let's fucking wipe them off the face of the earth. And of course, we were a little worried about the whole, World War III thing that we said no. I think maybe we should have listened to the Russians. I think they might have been right in that regard. But of course not. We had to be the good guys about it. Oh no. Nuclear holocaust is a step too far, Vlad. I'm sorry. We can't co-sign that. How do you think the executives at Blizzard Activision, reacted after they banned him? I'm sure it was quite a jovial situation. I'm sure they banned him, suppressed his speech, and then probably all drank some champagne together.
Without further interruption, let's celebrate and suck some dick.
That's actual footage from the headquarters of Blizzard Activision. Oh my God. I don't even know what to say. I really don't know what the remedy to this situation is. What do you do? You've got these foreign investors that have such an undue influence over American companies. And you would think they'd be ashamed to behave like this, but they don't give a shit. They just want to make money. And until it's, until there's some kind of a financial impediment making them reconsider their actions, they're not going to give a flying fuck. I think it's a bit ridiculous, especially, let me pull this up again, especially if this is true. Oh, where is it here? Oh yeah, I can't delete. The idea that this is almost perfect. It's like poetry. It's every line rhymes with the next. China is offended about people protesting in Hong Kong. And it will not let them protest. And Blizzard, if this is right, is doing the same thing China's doing. They won't let you protest by deleting your account. Blizzard isn't just sucking Chinese dick. They're LARPing as China. Amazing. Fuck it. Oh, we love China so much we're going to behave like them. You're not allowed to do that. Oh no, there's no protesting here. Fuck you. Blizzard Activision's not going to allow it. Oh, I need a minute. I need a minute to calm myself down. I'll let Chris Redfield here talk for a second while I grab myself just a sip of some spirits.
This is Chris Redfield. I'm currently pinned down. I don't know how many of them there are. They just keep coming. My entire team's down. I'm doing all I can to survive. I don't think I'm gonna make it. So I need to make sure I leave this message. Please. Tell Leon Kennedy. I need him to fuck my sister. I won't be able to be there to make sure it happens, but... Damn it, you make sure that he does. Claire! Sorry, sis. This is all I can do now.
I've got all these fucking clips. I never get a chance to use half of them, and they're all just kind of sitting there. I never get a chance to use them. It really depresses me. Like, oh, I've got this one. I love this. It's out of context, of course, but it's so great. I'll never get a chance to use it on anything else.
I masturbated in front of thousands of children. Thousands of children.
Oh, God. Oh, of course. How could I forget about World War Waifu? Do you all remember the battle for the body pillow?
Das da ist die Schwimmerkasse. Das da ist die Schiffwaifu. Und das da ist die deutsche Lolli. Ich habe ihren Namen vergessen, aber...
Tarih yazıyor Allah'ın asıl anları. Dünyada tarih yazıyor Allah'ın asıl anları. Severek kabullenir.
Hier seht ihr mein schöner Harem.
Uçakların üstündedir.
Hier haben wir noch mehr Animo-Figuren.
Uçaklara bak bize yeter.
Just sitting around, sitting in a folder, just waiting to be used. Just never get to use them. Oh, I remember that day. I remember that day on the battlefield. All the dead waifus. All those beautiful body pillows thrown to the ground and desecrated. As the Nazis and ISIS fought over them. Tragic, really. Absolutely tragic. Ah, World War Waifu. I like it. It's got a good ring to it. All right, well, we've gone for about an hour here. Let's take a small break, a small 5-minute break. I'll put on some nice, relaxing jazz music. Everybody loves jazz. Who couldn't like jazz? Grab yourself a drink. Go take a piss. Do what you got to do. And we will come back. Let me find just generic jazz music. Hopefully this doesn't sound like shit. Let's go with, I guess, this one. And I will be back in 5. Okay. Oh boy, there we go. Oh, you like that smooth jazz? Remind you of being trapped in an elevator? Oh boy, fun times. Fun times indeed. So how's your day going, chat? How are things going for you? I will get to the... I see the super chats. I will get to them in a little bit here. We'll get to them. I don't know. I wish YouTube did polls. I mean, StreamMe did them. I don't know if DLive will ever implement them, but just nice functional polls would be great. So I can ask a question and get a solidly decent answer. But I guess what's your opinion on this? To me, I think it's shameful that an American company would behave this way. I think it's ludicrous that you'd punish people playing a video game, esports champions, for expressing something as innocuous as free Hong Kong. Yes, obviously the Chinese government isn't going to like a statement like that. I get it. We all fucking get it. But I don't think other countries would respond in such a way. You know, if there were Americans saying free California, I think people would probably tell them, yes, do that. Get rid of them. We don't want them here. Now, I don't know if a boycott will have any success. I don't know if people mass deleting their accounts will have any success. But what I think would be the novel approach to something like this is to make these corporations and companies uncomfortable. All these different gaming companies like to have their own little events, whether it's a BlizzCon, whether they show up to a gaming expo or an E3 or something like that. They all have their different tournaments. I would love to see them be forced to address it. I would love to see them be put into uncomfortable situations where a man dressed as Winnie the Pooh asked them their thoughts on Hong Kong, and to watch them just squirm while they're standing on stage. What do you hate democracy? Do you hate protesters? Answer me, Mr. Activision. Yes, I do own a phone. In fact, I'm reading tweets right now calling you a piece of shit. Do you want to answer the question I've asked you? Can you not see this Pooh Bear is very serious about shit? I'm kind of looking forward to BlizzCon. I'm kind of looking forward to somebody doing something that's going to make these people fucking uncomfortable. That's going to make them look ridiculous. I mean, this is a joke, obviously. But I bet you if you show up to BlizzCon, if you show up to an event like that dressed as Winnie the Pooh and start talking about Hong Kong and Tibet, they'll throw you out. I can almost guarantee you, you will be escorted off of the premises. You will be shown the door. God. It's just everybody's getting fucked lately, aren't they? If you're a content creator on the internet, if you're just a shit poster on social media, you've got all these different corporations breathing down your neck about what you can say, what you can talk about, what you can do. And so it silences all these independent people. And now you've got the big corporations that should be impervious to something like that because they've got billions of fucking dollars. And they're bending the knee because they're so desperate to get into a foreign market with so many people in it that they're willing to suppress your free speech and your ability to compete in their fucking video games. I mean, is that in terms of service? Are they going to start kicking you out of games now for that? I mean, fuck esports. If you say free Hong Kong and Overwatch, are you getting banned? You start talking about Tibet and WoW, are you gone? Is the GM going to come in and just throw you out? Like, what the fuck's going to happen? They feel isolated, or not isolated, insulated, impervious to your fucking with them. I'm curious, what's going to happen to those employees? What's going to happen to the guy that works for that company that says something publicly? I mean, if it's anything like the NBA, they'll be forced to delete the statement and then have the chairman and all these different high-up figures in these organizations come out and say, no, we don't agree with that. Fuck what that person said. We love China. China's great. Fuck Hong Kong. Fuck anybody that wants more freedoms, that wants their own say, that they want some free speech. Fuck them. We don't believe in free speech. We believe in money. We want to make those dollars. It's fucking disgusting. Every time you think you can't get more depressed about the state of gaming, something comes along and just fucks it up. It just makes it go one level deeper. Just gets a little bit worse. You feel a little more hopeless. Get fucked on pricing. Get fucked on your ability to say things. Get fucked on your ability to troll in a game. Now you can't express political takes in tournaments. I'm sure that'll extend into the games themselves. I mean, the future of gaming on these platforms is going to be basically mute. You just, nobody's going to say anything. Everybody's going to be walking on fucking eggshells, worried that if they say something, they lose access to the tournament, to the competitive league, to the multiplayer itself. That's a nice purchase. Here's $60. Fuck me in my ass. Here's some money I paid for your product. Here's some money I entered your tournament. Could you imagine if Evo did this? Can you picture low tier God? One, winning at Street Fighter. I know that's an outside chance, but let's say he pulled off the impossible. Low tier God gets up there and he fucking wins at Street Fighter. And he gets up there and says free Hong Kong, and then some Evo representative tackles him. You can't say that here. You need to get the fuck out of here, low tier God. Right, we don't like that talk around here. Frickin' free Hong Kong, get out. No more Street Fighter for you. You're not allowed. How fucking embarrassing, man. The fact that Epic is willing to take a stand and actually say, no, we're not gonna do what they do. The fact they're willing to do that and Blizzard Activision is fucking mind blowing to me. So I'm gonna keep that as their little launch icon. Probably get banned for saying what I've said. Who gives a shit? Fuck yourself, Blizzard. If somebody at Blizzard watches this, go fuck yourself. Your employees are right to walk out. You should be ashamed of yourself. What the fuck is the matter with you? You don't like American principles. You don't like free speech. You don't like people being able to talk about something. Why don't you take your fucking headquarters and leave? Why don't you go live over there? You like China so fucking much. Why don't you pack up your fucking company and you go move over there? And you see how much you like it. Fucking faggots. Just shameful. Just shameful. I feel embarrassed for you. I feel embarrassed for you. Terrible. I'm going to put his picture back up of him wearing his gimp suit. I think that's the way we should go with this. I see somebody in chat said, Rip Boogie. I guess Boogie is dead now for the 800th time. Rip and Pepperoni Boogie will never forget you. Not sure what he died from this time. Maybe instead of letting his wife, or I'm sorry, ex-wife get fucked by the bull, maybe Boogie decided to get fucked by the bull himself and had a terrible anal tear and bled out. Rip and Pepperoni will always remember you, Prince, and your modern puppet videos. By the way, has anybody seen that? Boogie is doing puppet videos now. It's like a video suicide note. I don't know why he's doing them, but he's doing them. Oh, poor guy. I feel better. See, isn't that great? Isn't it nice to live in America where you can go on a stream or on a site and say what you think and not have the government say, no, no, no. You're not allowed to express that political take. We love China too much. It's nice being able to vent. Must suck to be Chinese. Must suck to be Chinese and want to say something on social media, not be allowed to. Can't risk that social credit score. Can't risk a government official black bagging your ass. Good God. All right. That was cathartic. I think that's the word I'm looking for. Cathartic. Like I said, it was either going to be a stream or a video. I've said my piece, I think. I feel better. Got it out. Looking forward to BlizzCon. Hoping somebody shows up dressed as Winnie the Pooh. Really, again, fantastic idea. Somebody should take me up on that. See how quickly you can get thrown out. See if you can sneak in first with the Winnie the Pooh outfit in a bag so they don't know you have it. And then put it on. And then walk out to the mic. Have a friend hold the mic for you. Run, get dressed as Winnie the Pooh. And then run your big fat Pooh Bear ass up to that mic. And scream Free Hong Kong. Give them the finger. And see what happens. I'd say that would be an epic gamer moment. You would have risen up. No more bottom texting for you. Fuck the authorities. You do what you want to do. Go full Joker on their ass. What are they going to do to stop you? Tackle you? I mean, I've seen some of those employees not in the best shape. I think you could outrun them, even in a full Pooh outfit. I think you could probably escape their clutches. Best of luck. Godspeed to you, brave soldier. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. I've got a backlog of super chats here. Let me start addressing some of these. All right, put that on. Okay, so like I said, I've got a bunch of super chats. I'll start reading those now, answering them. Thank you for coming out to the stream. Again, if you have a Blizzard Activision account, I don't think you're going to be able to delete it. They're not letting people delete their fucking accounts. At least that's what people are reporting. I don't know where this ends. I don't know what's going to happen. Somebody else goes to a tournament and says something. Are they going to get banned too? Are they going to lose all their money? The money thing pisses me off. I mean, you win prize money and then it's all taken from you. What the fuck is that? It's that financial incentive. It's that insidious financial incentive. Oh, well, we're not technically saying you can't express yourself. We're just saying that if you want to express yourself, we're going to make sure you're poverty-stricken. We're going to make sure you live in the fucking gutter where you belong for having an opinion our corporation and our lovely Zinni the Pooh don't like. Get fucked. God. Blizzard's out of its fucking mind. You know, in fact, before I get to the super chats, I want to hear Liberty Prime again. I want to hear some more Liberty Prime. I think that guy, he's a smart thinker. I think he's got the solution that we've all been waiting for.
Liberty Prime is online. All systems nominal. Weapons hot. Mission: the destruction of any and all Chinese communists. America will never fall to communist invasion. Obstruction detected. Composition: titanium alloy supplemented by photonic resonance barrier. Probability of mission hindrance: 0%. Democracy is non-negotiable. Death is a preferable alternative to communism. Communist detected on American soil. Lethal force engaged. Tactical assessment: Red Chinese victory. Impossible. Communism is the very definition of failure. Communism is a temporary setback on the road to freedom. Embrace democracy, or you will be eradicated. Democracy will never be defeated.
There we go. That big metallic bastard. Better dead than red. Get fucked, commie scum. Oh, those Chinese communists. Go fuck yourself. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, one last thing for those of you who are taking off now. BitChute link is in the description. Transtastic video finally going up. It'll be up this weekend. Episode 1 of Transtastic Tales. How the sausage is made. I take you on a wonderful journey. I take you on a wonderful journey through sexual reassignment surgery with very explicitly graphic visuals. I think you're going to like it. I think you're going to like it a lot. That should be up this Saturday, this Sunday. One of the 2 days. Everybody else, I'll read the super chats. And then we can all go about our business in our free societies. Free to say what we like as long as we don't play video games. God help you if you play video games, because then you're not allowed to fucking express yourself. According to these cunts at Blizzard Activision. Disgusting. God, how embarrassing. Fucking hell. From Mario Kart 13, we've got 2 of them. It's time to duel Zinni the Pooh. And also, do you guys not have democracy? We democracy now. From Baron von Ungern Sternberg. Not only should Tibet be independent under the theocratic control of the Dalai Lama, all historical lands previously held by the Tibetan Empire should be returned to it. Death to the atheistic Marxism. From Super Hans, Jade no Reiki Jim bully China. From Metakur's Lunicorn Archives. If you're not going to make a couch cuck video, how about door cuck? He tried to shoot up a synagogue in Germany today, but got cucked by a locked door. He threw out his phone out of embarrassment. So the man's killing spree ended because he couldn't open a lock. Shameful. From Baron von Ungern Sternberg. Physically remove the communist devils. Restore the king dynasty now. Veggie Bad, stop questioning our shady dealings and acknowledge that Soldier 76 is gay, you bigots. From Waxigan, hey Jim, I know Asians are still big about the parental honor system. When Jade introduced you to her parents, were they upset to find out that you make money by laughing at people all day? Well, I'd say her parents had other qualms. Other qualms, but I told them, hey, listen here. All right? You guys are Hmong. You're basically Asian gypsies. And I'm not going to take any shit from a Romani. So you go play your fucking fiddle by the fire. All right? I'm taking your daughter out. I'm going to fuck her. not going to listen to any of your gypsy shit. From Autism Forums. Jimbo, can you do an impersonation of Heath Ledger's Joker for our society? No, I cannot. I would not even attempt it. It would be terrible. From Bindala Videos. This whole China debacle is a perfect encapsulation of how the GOP and Clinton Democrats were wrong about laissez-faire neoliberal capitalism. China is exploiting the Western economic culture of shareholders' values and profits above everything else for Western corporations to have corporations, unfortunately, cater to Xi Jinping, will in order to have access to the lucrative Chinese market. From Umpty Madoo, why doesn't Mr. Anti-Bully ever follow people on Twitter? Also, how is he so good at keeping tabs on Twitter drama without following people? I would guess, my good friend Mr. Anti-Bully, Twitter's like a toilet. When you use a toilet, what are you doing? You want to drop a log off. You don't want to look at other people's. That's why I don't follow anybody. And that's why my friend, Mr. Anti-Bully, doesn't either. You want to take the dump. You want to shit post. You don't want to go fishing through turds in other people's bowls. From KTTK, Ethan Ralph, it's me, Jim. From Goober Gabber, I'm looking at the guy in the thumbnail, but I'm still trying to figure out where his forehead starts, if he has one, that is. Well, if you figure that mystery out, hit us back up. From Rude Dude, did you see the face projector lie by PJW? Yeah, I did see some article going around about Chinese protesters using some weird mini projector over their face, but I didn't get a chance to read up on it, so I don't even know what the full story was. From Son of Tiamat, stream hasn't even started and it's already has more viewers than any of Sergen's. From Rusty Shackelford, down with China, free Tibet. Salty Pickle, wait till China falls again. From Moderator Marcy, Chairman Pooh Bear is coming for you, Jim. They know about your online activities and are ready to confiscate your hard-earned lemons. From Marl Karks, I for one welcome our Chinese communist overlords. From Marx Stollard, embargo China now. Salty Pickle, Liberty Mode. From Armin Reddy, even Kim Jong-un could take a few fat jokes. Xi Jinping has a fragile an ego that your average Reset Era user has. This is your leader, China. Now we've got one from Mr. Ortiger, and I can't read Chinese, but I'll read the English portions. Free Tibet, the Tiananmen Square protests of 1989, the Tiananmen Square massacre, the anti-rightist struggle. From Ninja Work 111, the employees are protesting, so at least some people aren't on board with this bullshit. Do you think it's enough for them to pay the guy or not? I think Blizzard should apologize to him. I think they should apologize to him and say, we made the wrong call. We're fucking idiots. We're not going to ban you. Here's your money back. Please forgive us. And that's never going to happen. From Mobile Crusader, death is a preferable alternative to communism. Communism is the very definition of failure. From Gaynome for the Horde, Winterwolf, g'day Jim. In Wombat Land, we have a big problem with Qingling boomers buying up all the baby formula and sending it back to China. It's because Chinese baby formula are so putrid. Kids literally die from kidney stones. China, number one. You know, I know there's an industry in China for cooking oil, cooking oil that's harvested from sewers. I've seen like 20 videos of that, where they open up the sewer and start dredging up cooking oil. I don't even know how they know that's where it is. They dredge it up and then they use it. Delicious. From Lum Invader, please let video be the thing that screws over the Chinese. From Xylon's Archive, you gotta play MC Jarbo, I'll be honest. From CC, shout out to Darkside Phil, King of Findom, and Wallet Cucks. Sergeant Scotty, better dead than red. From Joseph Jimenez, I'm simultaneously beating my meat and taking a dump while drinking Jameson. If you tell me, okay, let me see. Take this time to get a drink, take a piss. I'm going to lose my mind harder than Dorcuck. From Josh Sketch Show, I worked with some Chinese cuties at McDonald's. They were all attractive, sweet, and polite compared to the American whales I worked with. And I think, too, wanted to get with me to escape the Lemon Emperor. Did I mess up? Yes, you did. You should have told those ladies, you had whole bags of lemons at home, and they would have been all over you. From Odeker, new intro song on my channel. From R. Jeffrey14, Jim, you set off my tism by mentioning it on Twitter. What's your favorite Transformer character and individual figure? I like me some triple changers. I don't actually have a favorite character or individual figure. I just know that the one you're talking about was notorious for being garbage and taking an hour and a half. From Zesso, Nestrosos Vida and un Sociedad. Probably said that wrong. From RPG or 90, careful Jim. Josh got yeeted immediately on talking about China. From Nero, you got 1 hour, Jim. AEW on TNT starts soon. KWAB. I'm not actually sure what KWAB stands for. I'm sure there's something behind that acronym. Oh, you know what? Actually, there are probably a few Streamlabs. Let me check those too while I'm here, so I don't miss them. Where are we? Okay. From Ronson, China #1. From Will Willis, fuck Zinny the Pooh, fuck him right up his leather-chapped ass with a beer bottle, turn sideways. And from Anomalous C, did you see what happened in Germany today? A religious group is trying their best to do what? Is trying their best to do to Telegram what they did to 8chan. Even better is the shooter got cucked by a door. You know, I've been so focused on this stupid Blizzard shit, I've missed a lot of other things. I mean, I did see a news story earlier about this, but I didn't know he got cucked by a door. I didn't know that was something that could happen. From Tyler Knox, how are you getting the JP soundboard to work? They're just clips. They're just clips. I've got a shit ton of Jordan Peterson clips that I made before they took down the deepfake thing of just him saying the most ridiculous shit. But I'll play it one more time. I'll play Milky Milky one more time for you.
Milky Milky.
Oh, hold on. Let me pull this down so you can actually see it, though. There we go.
Milky Milky, warm and tasty. Mommy, Milky, please be hasty. Refreshing drink from Mommy's udders. I want Mommy's and no others. Give it. Give it. Give it now.
Ah, yes, Dr. Peterson. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with that. That deepfake shit is terrifying. Hilarious, but utterly fucking terrifying. That you can make people say the most ridiculous shit. Okay. From Trevor Travels the World. Hey, Jim. I'm going to Hong Kong on Friday to document the protest. Would you like footage? I was in Occupy in 2014, so I'll be fine. Gas-C and lamb-free Hong Kong. Yeah, man, if you go to Hong Kong, try to get as much footage as you can. Best of luck. Hopefully you don't get beaten to death. Thrown in a camp. But yeah, the more footage, the better. From Farron, I do rather buy a hat than become Red the Joker 19. From Giebs, afternoon, Jim, are you picking up Last of Us 2? You know, I'm going to wait for the reviews on that. I'm sure it'll be fine. But I'm not really running out to get anything at the moment. What am I playing right now on Steam? Noida? Is that what it is? The little indie game? It infuriates the shit out of me, but it's somewhat addictive. It's like every time I get to the third level, whatever you want to call it, I always die. It doesn't fucking matter how much gold I collect, how many wands I edit. The moment I enter the fucking third portion of it, and I'm in the ice snow cavern, I get fucked into the dirt. So I must be doing something wrong. I'll figure it out eventually. From Chimera, we just need Trump to tweet about Winnie the Pooh. From Finfrog, a concerned person once said, Metokur hurts people. I wish someone would push him into a human-sized blender. I replied, get help, you scare me. From Bomb the Zoms, God, Winnie is thicker than the honey running down his chin. From Waxican, sound clip you sent during the TTS with Baked, Asian Andy, and Andy when they were at In-N-Out. Died laughing at it, need to know where it's from. Sound clip I played. Okay, with Baked, Asian Andy, and Andy, when they were in... I'll have to dig it up. I'm not 100% certain. I'll look for it. If I can find it, I'll have my good friend Mr. Anti-Bully post it. From Zuggason, do you might have lip smack some honey? Oh, yeah. In fact, let me put those glorious pictures back up. Oh, where are we here? There we go. Gotta represent. From Lifeless Loser. Who do you think will take over the world first? China, Islam, or Russia? Should I learn Chinese, or will they even let us in the zoos when they strike? I think China, China is pushing into East and Central Africa. They've set up a lot down there for just business and mining and other shit. They're pushing into European and American markets. Like they're trying to use capitalism to defeat capitalists, right? That's what they're doing. I'd be more worried about China 20 years from now than I would about Islam or Russia. From Putty Tat, how much are you folks willing to bet some of the crew working on Lion Guard draw cub and baby furs? I'd say that's a pretty good bet. From Dove and Death, I can't wait for BlizzCon. I hope someone has the guts to go off script at the Q&As. So do I. From Owl Arrow, Zinny the Pooh sure loves his honey and Holocaust. Doc Window Licker, wait a second. You leave Winnie the Pooh alone, Jim Jam. We can't afford our glorious Ching Chang overlords. Toss that pesky First Amendment censorship now. From Carl Davis, Steam banned me for 2 weeks for saying Taiwan #1. Did they really? What the fuck? From E. Michael, Jim, play some Dynasty Warriors and take out all the Chinese you want. Start swinging away. From Uriah Wright, fuck China and Blizzard. From Xenodroid, Zinny the Pooh is controlled by the Jews who censor the pictures that give us the clues. From Ghost of Recon, I think there could be a decent suit out of this. I don't know if there's going to be legal action, but I have seen politicians talking about it. I've seen journalists talking about it. And of course, us epic gamers talking about it. I'll be interested to see where it goes. It's such a bad look for this company. From Jet Set Tomato, gotta go to work, so I'll send this bad boy off and catch one live later. Mao didn't do nothing. Also, what's your favorite flavor of Asian? I'm gonna have to say it's the one I'm living with, so she doesn't beat me to death in my sleep. From Sus, happy birthday, Jim. I'll buy you an Applebee's. Oh God, I love Applebee's. From JJ Cheeker, ni hao, ching chang chung, chinky hungy chow. I don't speak Mandarin. I think he just wished us good luck. I think that's what that said. From Kung Fu Jones 1, China equals mundane Matt. Elliot Jobert, in Blizzard's Warcraft 3 remake, they should change the culling of Starholm scene to show Winnie the Pooh instead of Arthas and Hong Kong instead of Starholm. That was some of the nerdiest shit. I couldn't pronounce half of that. I'm just going to say, yeah, I'm going to nod my head. Yeah, no, I get it. From Legato Mahdi, there's a video of the Chinese kid getting his legs ran over, and people just walk by not caring. He even gets run over again. It's on YouTube as China kid hit twice. 18 people ignore it. There are a lot of videos like that out there. From what I understand, it has to do with their insurance practices. There's no Good Samaritan protection in China. So if somebody gets hurt and you go offer first aid, they can claim you hurt them more and sue you. That's why nobody helps anybody. They're all afraid they're going to get sued for trying. At least that's how it was explained to me. Maybe it's bullshit. I don't know. From Sublin, this makes a lot more sense when you realize the CEO of Activision Blizzard is Jewish. Ghost of Recon, gotta restart WoW and spam free Hong Kong until permaban. From Foxman2248, hey Jim, have you seen the video called Mr. Metokur Tries It by Ludwig World Order? It's amazing. I'll check it out. From Carnacle Blackburn, went to WoW Classic, canceling sub, no more HS2. From Mudchop X, why don't some realize this is a natural slip from the slope of banning users for outside comments in the name of toxicity? It absolutely is. It follows right along with it. They're training us to be good little boys, to sit there quietly and take it. That's what the last 3 years have been. Oh, you can't say this, you can't do that, you can't make that joke, you can't troll that person, you can't say this outside of the game. Everything just leads into the next fucking thing. From Dingus Khan, Zayn is a weeb fag and belongs in a Chinese re-education camp. A woo. From Owl Arrow, I love Tencent and Mao Zedong. You will receive 100 social credit for posting this in chat. Your organs will not be harvested this month. Well, there you go, chat. If you don't want your organs taken, remember to say I love Tencent and Mao Zedong. From the reasonable extremist, Ching Chong Bing Bong. Sans is in Smash Brothers. From Alex Lynette, notice me, senpai. Please also have missed your streams. Hope you're doing well. Husband and I love laughing at Tardos. I'm glad you enjoy it. From Herp Luzu, I for one welcome our new Chinese overlords Jimbo. The reasonable extremist, Ding Dong, Free Hong Kong. Sans is in Smash. Thank you for the update. From Cotarino 510. What if the endorsement system in Overwatch was just another form of social credit score? There you go. See, they're adopting all these Chinese standards and we didn't notice. From Foregone, Jim, they want you detached from reality, unaware of the changes taking place. But hey, put it this way, at least we'll see psychopaths become reality. From Memes of Destruction, hi Jim, I identify as a corporation. Does that mean I am immune to jail and demonetization? That does. You're safe. They can't touch you. From Lime, got a good new job? Celebrating by throwing some nigger pennies at my favorite Dirty Mick. Press S to spit on China. From Commie Catcher 5000. Jim, how much do you think the American government and corporations would let someone speak out in favor of the Confederacy? Well, it's a good test. I would say that. It's a good test. I mean, you can do it. I don't know. Have I been checkmated? From Mobile Crusader. Can't delete my Blizzard account. Guess I will go quote Liberty Prime and WoW Classic and just get my account nuked. From Elizabeth Bathory. Real enemies are the investors. Guillotine them. From Steven. If the Chinese got American companies this far into their asshole, makes you think they are in our gov. Resist the Lemon Emperors. America #1. Seen a lot of S's in chat for spitting on China. From Foxman2248, oy vey, why are you pressing those poor orcs like the Jewish people, goy? From Joey Jojo, nice to see gaming take the Hollywood route and suck that Chinese wang. No wonder most Western games are dull, bland, woke cinematic experiences. From 3 Dark Lord, some shekels for talking about China. From Mike Bob, love the new intro. By any chance, are you familiar with Beauty and the Beta on YouTube? Have a great day and don't let them ruin it. I don't think I've seen it. I'll check it out after the stream. From Cyprus, also in Battlefield 5, Tiananmen and Tiananmen Square is banned in the chat, and you can't turn the filter off. Are you serious? Well, apparently, in Battlefield 5, if you try to type out Tiananmen or Tiananmen Square, not going to happen. From Exploding Prinny at Work, freedom of speech did 9/11. From James O'Shaughnessy, Taiwan #1. From Will M, if you're in China, you've got to be careful talking about how much you support certain Middle Eastern religions. They also have camps for those people. From Eduardo Ramirez, Taliban #1, Taliban #1 Lee. Pieces of work, Taiwan #1. You guys seem to like that clip. You know what? I'll put it on one more time. Where did I put this here? Oh boy, here we go. Where is Taiwan #1? Here we go. Oh, I gotta pull this. There we go.
Taiwan #1. The HK Alex Yo. The whole thing that started the whole investigation and Taiwan #1. And he told me about something about like 20 and Taiwan #1 cheating and leaving the rest of the logistics. And I think that guy just killed both of them. Same guy. Taiwan #1. Yo, yeah, that's me. Yep. Taiwan #1. Fuck you. Taiwan #2, Chinese #1, China #4, Japan #2, Taiwan #1. Oh my God, Chinese #1, USA #2, Russia #2, USA
number 8, okay? Taiwan number 3, fuck you, baby.
He gets so mad. I love it. Oh, that's good stuff. Oh, that's good stuff right there. Let's. Oh, you know what? Actually, let's go with that sexy image. There we go. I love a man in leather. There we are. From Jay, Taiwan number 1. Clown World Order. Got to get these whores out of video games. Jim. From Kalinka Pavlova. I hope Blizzard loses more than 12% they tried to save. Serves them right. Also, upload more vids to that website. YouTube won't let me say, Jim. Do you mean BitChute? From Heavy Slash, Taiwan number 1. Trigger the Chinese, own the Chinese. From Alexandros Kachesi, why is Mario Zig Heiling? Well, that's an eternal question. I guess he's a proud Italian. From Jeb Bush, my dad's last words to me were that I'm a massive faggot and that I'll never outshine my brother George. We'll see who has the last clap, Dad. Tragic. I feel sorry for you, Jeb. Maybe this time around is your time. From Foregone, like I've said, Chinese are the them of Asia. Poor Jeb. From Julio Jinx, here's a few Juan just to hear you say my name. Oh, I'm sorry, Julie Jinx. Jesus, I said Julio. Sorry, Julie Jinx. Thank you for the Juan. You won. There we go. Tiberian Fiend, the Chinese don't allow foreign companies to operate in their country. They're not dumb, individualistic capitalists, and they win because of it. From Fatty Caddy, I've decided to stop playing Blizzard games. People should check out Dirty Bomb and Gwent as replacements for Overwatch and Hearthstone. From Alex, NetEase bought part of Behavior. They created Dead by Daylight, and this led to the decapitation moray for the Demogorgon to be censored. From Vincent Pisano, rip non-degenerate free speech. Did you see the EU's latest ruling on social media, Jim? Facebook is now liable to remove posts that the EU deem illegal, not just in the EU but worldwide, or face penalties. So they want them to become a publisher, not a platform. That's the EU for you, fucking it up for everybody. From Review Fox, at least Russia was cool with the Russian attack. From Lumberjack Cowboy, buy a few packs on me, boss. From Son of Tiamat, mods, ban anyone who says I look like Winnie the Pooh. Real talk. Walter Heimlich, free Jade, free Tibet 2020. Ryan Coyle, thank you. From Eduardo Ramirez, free all my honkers, my honkers, my honkers. Remix Rave, shoutouts to SciTube for the MLP anniversary stream. From Sheena Sabi, I hope they airdrop crates of a couple thousand guns and ammo over Hong Kong, and the CIA trains up some militia groups like they did with the Mujahideen, Taliban, and Al-Qaeda. Freedom or death. Drive-by commenter, ever notice how different our tech and entertainment was back in the day when Chinese markets were a no-go? From Farmaster Flex, the Great Firewall of China can't stop those goddamn internet Mongolians. Refined Valley Dude, my friend, please no be racism, uneducate. American company, our bestial nature, obesity, promote coitus with monkeys. China company, work hard, travel abroad, study differential equation. From Ebola Morph, I don't know how to read that, but it does say free Tibet. From Perennial Plant, Yaman, oh my god, Lemonland killed Kenny, you bastards. From Jamada D, at least these evil offshore corporations, Google, really love black women and trans people, not the little people and poor though. It's about love and respect. The midgets can go fuck themselves. From MMAC1134, where's Liberty Prime when you need him? From Ebola Morph, the Tiananmen Square protests of 1989. From Starius 2, when it's Colin Kaepernick politics are A-OK, because fuck Whitey, but cower in fear of China. We just need China to support us to stop our bans. From Kyle Dawson, Heil Hitler, freedom of speech or death. From Jonas Traber, yes, Blizzard employees would get fired for political speech. There's a clause in my contract for that. If I bring heat to the studio by posting on social media, they can fire me outright. From Tiberian Fiend, how is this weird? Just because they've been showing deference to Chinese, the mainstream media have bent over backwards to protest the small hats for decades. From Blue Collar, we should out the Chinese. From Figget Tree, it's not necessarily Tencent's share that's driving this. It's their fear of being cut off from China as consumers. Billions are on the table. That's why companies with no Chinese ownership still cuck. Yeah, but in the example I'm talking about, I think Tencent is their doorway into that market. It's like a go-between. That's why I'm talking about Tencent in the way that I am. From Kabloka Manola, Americans who bend the knee for the Chinese are not Americans, just trash. Ebola Morph, the Tiananmen Square massacre, Z is Winnie. From Leon Hollister, have some Shanghai dollars, Jim. More to come if you clean up your act and begin talking about how great the Communist Party of the People's Republic of China is. Well, I do love money. Let me just get right on that. From Legato Madi, few Westerners remember the Battle of Hong Kong 97, when Jackie Chan took on all 3 million Chinese, but was defeated by a giant disemboweled head of Xiaoping. We love Beijing Tiananmen. 23 Revenant 84, Jim, take my hard-earned money from the Gulag comrade. From Burnder. In high school, there was a foreign exchange Chinese girl who cried when she had to go back. I don't blame her. I'd be crying too if I had to go back. From Ebola Morph, the anti-rightist struggle, Frel China. Satan's advocate, Jews and Chinese influence, Enclave gamers, rise up. From Jay, Jesus Christ on the cross, give us clip show. Joseph Jimenez, damn it, Jim. And Mr. Regu the Great, hey Boomer Jim, here's some shekels. I'm late and gay, so what did I miss? Also, I know it's a month late, but where were you on 9/11? Well, you missed us talking about Blizzard and Activision being pussies and bending the knee for the Chinese. And where was I on 9/11? I can't tell you. That's classified. It's classified stuff right there. All right, I think I'm almost caught up here. Let me get through the last ones here, and then I'll finish up the stream. All right, 1 second, chat. Just gotta refresh this. I hate how they do this fucking page. I wish they just had like a live refresh thing that didn't bounce it back, but they don't have that. Of course not. Got one from Streamlabs here. From Dread Clown. Blitz has gained a bunch of paid subs on Twitch, YouTube, but who are the casters? Everyone just calls them the two casters. I guess I don't know. They're mystery. They're a mystery. You know, I'd actually like to know who they are, because I don't know. In most of the stories covering this, they talked about the Hearthstone player that got banned, not about the two guys that got fucked as well. From Carl Davis, YouTube gonna Z your channel for smack talk in China. From Finfrog, it's life, Jim, but not as we know it. Got a bit of a cough there. From Lum Invader, digging the comfy jazz intermissions, Jimbo, more please. From Ebola Morph, the great leap forward. Mike Bob, jazz music bland, boring, and unoffensive as possible. All our entertainment is slowly being jazzed up. From Gree Peehole, Dingus Khan has a big dong. He likes to yiff all night long. He a-woos into your thong. That's the story of Dingus Khan. Ludwig World Order. Hey Jim, I uploaded a video called Mr. Metokur Tries It. Not a live prevention. You might like it for breaks. 16K views so far. I'll check it out. From Vincent Howell, Twitter will ban you for expressing disgust about a woman being murdered by migrants in the UK. What kind of world do we live in? From Dig-Dog, stance on Matt Orfolio's Bernie 2020 Rise Up ad. I haven't seen it. From Michael Who's It, hey Ralph, it's me Gator. From Zypher, hey Jim, love the streams, my man, keep it up. Thank you. From Joseph Jimenez, Jim, I've done computer analysis on your voice from spanning from 2017 to now. It gauges how you've gained about 30 pounds. You'd better watch your health, Jim. From Blackjack, hey Jim, surprised to have caught your stream. It's nice after a long week, but how is the world fucked now? The world's always fucked. It's perpetually fucked. From Jack Powell, don't trust Jim. He's owned by China's Tencent. From Juan Big Wiener, I remember you did a stream where you talked about a Chinese company that has massive shares in many game companies. Tencent, I think. This has to be the motivation behind Blizzard quadrupling down. From Ebola Morph, Epic doesn't mean it. It's just a PR stunt. From Daniel Demos, Jinping's face looked like a puckered anus. Free Hong Kong. From Panapai, what the fuck did I miss? Just tuned in. From The Knickerman, Rip Boogie, check out McDonald's. From Joseph Jimenez, Josh said something about bad about trannies and got cucked. From Tiger Slash 2, a damn shame. WoW Classic is great. Brought back all the good memories, but Blizzard just can't stop fucking it up. I hope to God Games Workshop doesn't pull the same shit, or I'm done. Well, isn't Games Workshop working with Marvel now? Who is it? No, separate subject, I guess. He's going over that cliff. Ugh. The People's Republic of China is strong. From Owl Arrow, Gamers Rice Up, NPC number 12888888890. Hey Brits, you jealous of China? Social credit is like licenses on steroids. From Jamtooth, oof. Jeff Smith, love you, Jim. I agree with the Chinese have been playing 4D chess with SJWs. From Sean Turner, thank God you ended the stream. I'm going to go watch AEW on TNT. If you want good wrestling and got tired of WWE, Chris Jericho is their AEW champion. From Alexander Grow Hamilton, all this said on a site where certain words get you banned as well. There's literally no difference. East or West, both need purging. Dig Dash Dog. Who are you espousing in the Democratic primaries? I'm watching the shit show and enjoying myself. From Crusader, hey man, I've been going through some anxiety and depression the last few days. Your stream is helping feel at least a little better. Hope the money finds you well. You're one of the real ones. From Some Guy, is there a way to send all furries to Apple's sweatshop? If you figure it out, tell me. Because I'd be 100% behind that plan. From Travis, they took his money in the name of China like true communists. From The Dustinator, this time do Hong Kong 97 in real life has come. Killshot Kenny, China manipulating our society is an act of war. Massive Damage Gating, what does Jade think of Gran Torino Eastwood film? I don't know if she's actually seen it, but it's a good suggestion. We should probably watch it tonight. From Kraut Oppenheim, do you intend to go on TKR? Ralph did it. TKR? Ralph did it. I don't know what you're asking me here. Do you mean the Ralph retort? Tonight is it Wednesday? He should be having that dude on. He should be having MBA on. Now, I don't know if he's going to show up. That was a guy that was going crazy on Nick Rekieta. Ralph lined up an interview. I believe it's this night. I believe it's Wednesday night. That's the Ralph retort on D-Live. I hope that goes through. Because that guy is a spaz. He's a massive sped. So it would be entertaining. From Peter Waterhouse, have some shekels, you money-grubbing potato. Finchy Bird 8chan is coming back. Any thoughts on it, Jimbo? You mean 8kun? Yes, I know 8kun is coming back. It's going to be Q-centered. I hope you like posting with Facebook moms and why-nots. If you want a good laugh, enter 8chan as a search term on Twitter and read the posts. It's nothing, like 80% of them are all 50-year-old women talking about how Q is going to take down the government. It's fucking amazing. From Roscoe P. Coltrane, Loomer is running for Congress. Is she our Sargon? Well, best of luck, Laura. Hopefully your tires survive the campaign. Mike Testa, hey Jim, please do a stream on a topic of Mad Black A. Already did. It was on Nick Rekieta's stream on his channel. We talked about him. Bolomorph, Epic Games doesn't mean their statement. Tencent owns 40% of their shares. That's over $1 billion in value. They will censor anti-Chinese talk. Peter Waterhouse, could you play MC Jarbo's new hit? I will try to find it and play it as an outro. From Random Facts, screw dressing up as poo. Someone said dress up as a Tiananmen Square. A bunch of guys dressed up as a cardboard tank and one standing in front of them. That would be pretty great. Some faggot. Janny banned me for posting anti-Chinese copy pasta. From James O'Shaughnessy. Talk about police tweets saying no one was stabbed. I can do that really quick. Let me see if I can pull this up. There's a video up on Twitter. It was posted by somebody that shows two women having a fight, and a man runs up behind one of them and starts repeatedly jabbing them with a metallic object in their hand. The Metro Police in the UK, this is in the UK, respond and say, please note that despite appearances, no one was stabbed. This video is 6 days old, and we've been dealing with the incident. This is an official response from the police department saying the video you watched with your own two fucking eyes. Nobody got stabbed. Somebody responds and says, I just watched the video and she was stabbed with car keys several times. Why are you lying? To which they respond, despite appearances, No one suffered a penetrative stab wound in this instance. That's some excellent police work. It goes from nobody got stabbed to, well, they didn't get stabbed that badly. Stop overreacting. From G.J. Smith. Hey, Jim, big fan. Please call Breyer the no-no word. Okay, Breyer, you're the no-no word. From Autism Forums, fantastic. Why YouTube? Why? Don't forget the Chinese trying to pass off pig sphincters as calamari or people dying from their imitation eggs. From Foxman2248. So the guy in Germany made his own guns. One was an SMG that he got instructions from the book Expedient Homemade Firearms. And the last one was a shotgun that jammed on him. From Dig-Dog. Stance on MSM's severe bias on Bernie Sanders. The mainstream media is shit regardless of what story you want to... Like, they're terrible. You know, I'm not a big Bernie fan. I made that clear during the 2016 election. But he got fucked. He got fucked by a corrupt DNC. He got fucked by all of Hillary's friends in the press. And he had to sit there crying about it because he knew that he got bent over a barrel and nobody was going to stick up for him. So I wouldn't trust the mainstream media in regards to anything they have to say on almost any politician. They're fucking liars. From Eduardo Ramirez, watch De Ludwig World Order 4, the outro. It's 9/11. Powdered Wig Lewis, put on the DSP Chinese racism video on YouTube. From Megumi Bandicoot, Boomer Jim, do you accept our new Overlord Bear? All hail Zinni the Pooh. From Dick Rambone, time to reinstall Overwatch and make Hong Kong Protest Simulator. The Dashing Rogue. The Chinaman needs to fix those beady little eyes and fry his noodles on LSD. Exiled Postman, did you hear Doom Eternal got pushed back to March now? Are you fucking serious? Oh, that sucks. From Bagel Goose, show us your toes, Jimothy. No. From the Dustinator, China is in the north of Asia. DT, I Chinese, I tell joke, I take pee-pee in your Coke. Ray Donger, have Jade read the Wo-Ah Dabai Magoi Ganji? I can't even pronounce it. I don't know how I'm going to tell her to read it. She won't know what I'm talking about. From Wargame341, I recommend the anime Angel Cop, where the first half of the series involves cops brutally murdering communists. From Minute World, when is your tranny video coming out, Jimbo? This weekend. From Some Faggot, China is the IRL cyberpunk dystopia. From Ryu Kirito, Trump administration is working with legislation to protect American companies from lawsuits from other countries over censorship and hate speech. From Lurik L, 9/11 is officially National Free Speech Day. Yellow Flash 2, Mad Black Jarbo will be on Killstream, 9:30 Eastern, D-Live. And Joseph Jimenez, it's getting cold, O'Brien. Take these bucks and put it towards a tank for your oil seat. Stay warm, you beautiful potato nigger. All right, I think we're caught up. I tried to make sure I got everybody's. Hopefully I didn't miss any. Scuzzy Scuzzerson, happy birthday, little Jim. Garrett is a beast. From Burger Chief AK-47, Jim, you sound exactly like Black Pigeon Speaks. From Ebola Morph, the Chinese are yellow Nigers. Farmaster Flex, Blizzard, almost as disappointing as Chinese Olympic big dick team. From Lower to Commissar August Van Thul, Poland is better than the USA. Mike Testa, Jim go on every frame, a pause with Mueller and Rags. From Mad, resist China, I don't want to eat my dog. RHW, oy vey, the Guilo no. One Spider Jerusalem, when did Carl Dongo and Matt join the CCP? Mike Testa, Jim, use archives for MBA, you'll have a ball. Predator Gamer just made a tweet concerning our Chinese overlords. Let's get hashtag Taiwan #1 and hashtag China #4 trending. Martin Smogger, Ching Chong, my ding dong, Jim is live. Hello there. Okay. All right, I think I'm caught up. Thanks everybody for coming out. Thank you for the super chats. Hopefully I got everybody. I try not to miss any. I know it makes us run a little long, but what are you going to do? I'll make sure I got everybody's Streamlab too before I close out here. Hope you all have a wonderful week. Enjoy your freedom of speech. Say the shit you want to say. Fuck Activision and Blizzard. Taiwan #1. Hong Kong #2. Fuck China. There you go. And for the love of God, if you go to BlizzCon dressed as Winnie the Pooh, film it. Film it for the rest of the internet. Because that's something nobody wants to miss. That's something we're all looking forward to. All right. Now, somebody said, was it MC Jarbo? There's a new one? All right, let me see if I can find this new song. I'll play it as the outro. I think this is it. MC Jarbo on Jarbo the Hutt's channel. It's called I'll Be Honest, featuring Tyrone. All right, we'll play that as the outro song. Thanks, everybody, for coming by. Have a good week. The new video will be up this weekend. It'll be up on the BitChute account that's linked in the description. That's just BitChute, Mr. Metokur. All right, let's kick it over to MC Jarbo. Let's hear the hot stuff he's got for us. All right, Mr. Jarbo, take us away with your rap lyrics.
Yeah, I have something that'll really save you a lot of time, and it'll fill you up, and it'll really help when raising your kids. My mac and cheese with hot dog bits, but make sure they're diced up and pan-fried, mix them together. Delicious, and it'll fill you up.
Fuck cheeseburgers and shit. KFC, nigger, please. Nothing beats macaroni and cheese, sliced hot dogs in a pan, sweet as can be. Man, I love all these autistic recipes from these backwards stupid motherfuckers in my Discord chat. But Matt, how are you gonna diss your friends like that? Are you really this dumb? Dumb enough to let them record my ass for like the last 6 months?
With hot dog bits.
You know what I really hate? My dick won't elevate, and I'm not even 38. My gut's in the way. Tired every day of hearing my girl fucking the entire NBA. Dude, what are you gonna do next? She's way past having unprotected sex. Guess I'll be bringing up somebody's rejected kids, cleaning up somebody's ejected jizz. Bunch of black guys standing outside, 91 African dongs in sight, and I'm hiding under the fucking bed, beating my bone from a safe space. I don't want to be meeting Tyrone face to face in case I get a punch to the head. Like when I said he should be paying at least some of the rent. Tyrone, are we good? Are we good? Oh god.
Shut your bitch ass! I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna lie.
I'll be honest with you guys. I'll be honest with you guys.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not gonna lie.
Not gonna lie, I'm not gonna lie. You guys, I'll be honest with you guys. I'll be honest. I'll be honest with you guys. I'll be honest.
Man, my channel is dead as they come. Only people on it are there to call me a fat fucking faggot in the comments. Ethan Ralph is always calling me dishonest. Maybe that's because he's nothing but a redneck alcoholic. Pesos is just a Mexican midget on his leash. Dick Masterson's the sociopathic freak with them beady little eyes. The quartering is just a bore. Would you please move your fucking arms more? Magog made some very good decisions. The other motherfuckers had no idea what they were missing. Now I suck multicultural not for money, literally just doing it for kicks. Beta fucking form, ready to prep the bull. Give me a mouthful of niggers that will never be born. I kid. Tyrone, help yourself to the bitch. Just stay out of the fridge.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna lie.
I'll be honest with you guys. I'll be honest with you guys.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not gonna lie.
Not gonna lie, I'm not gonna lie. You guys, I'll be honest with you guys. I'll be honest. I'll be honest with you guys. I'll be honest.
I'll be honest with you guys. I'll be honest with you.
Please stop.
I'll be honest with you guys.
Hey, shut up, man. Shut up. It's Tyrone. I ain't done with you yet, man. Yo, it's the J to the A, the R, the B-O. The motherfucker smell like chicken and B.O. Figured you out, you work at Walmart night shift. Yeah, no wonder your life is so hard, go. Record your videos, but nobody sees it though. Everybody sees a broke bitch with a cheating hoe. Man, you a cuck, you suck dick. You let every one of my bros fuck your girl in a buck quick. Like, fucking bitch. Like that, don't you? Take this fucking dick, bitch. Oh, nigga, home stretch, home stretch. Hey, Matt.
Yeah?
Come clean this shit up, nigga.
Yeah, sure.